This was the decade when they went supercar mad.
Lamborghini gave us the Countach, Ferrari gave us the Boxer, and from Maserati we got this. The Bora.
It wasn't such a big 70s star as the Lambo or the Ferrari.
And to be honest, it was nowhere near as popular as a pin-up for schoolboys' bedroom walls. But even so, of all the 70s Italian supercars, for me, this is the one.
Now, at first glance, the Bora seems to follow the usual supercar recipe.
Like everyone else, Maserati had gone mid-engine, and they had produced a quick car, 0 to 60, 6.5 seconds, a top whack of 160 miles per hour, all courtesy of a race-derived 4.7-litre V8. And it makes a magnificent rumble. Listen to this. It's molto bella. So, fast, it's mid-engined, and it looks sort of striking. But when you dig a bit deeper, you discover that Maserati did things a bit differently.
Let me explain. This is another 70s supercar, the Lamborghini Countach. I've driven one. It's ruddy awful. Noisy, hot, uncomfortable, tricky to handle, and at the end of the journey, I couldn't get out.
In those days, of course, you couldn't sue people for your personal injury.
Maserati, on the other hand, took a more reasonable view. The Bora came with proper doors, it had sun loungers for seats, and it had an adjustable wheel and pedals.
And here is the engine. Now, as you can see, this boot lid thing is made of glass, so the obvious thing to do would be to leave the engine on display so that small boys could peer through the glass and look at it. But no, what they did was they covered it up with a piece of carpet like that, so you'd have somewhere to put your umbrella. That's what my mum would have done.
And they didn't just stop at shag-piling the engine bay. The Bora had double glazing to keep it quiet, and it was built strongly to make it safe. Unfortunately, though, things like this made it heavier and then slow compared with Lambos and Ferraris.
Maserati had all the ingredients for classic 70s supercar excess. They could have gone completely mad, but for some reason, they came over all grown up. They held back a bit. Why?
The answer is simple. Maserati weren't aiming their cars at new money riffraff like rock stars and footballers. Instead, they had clients like the Shah of Persia and Sophia Loren, sophisticated people. Now we're getting closer to what I think is so great about this car. And to explain what it is, I've brought you to an insurance office in Ipswich. This is the Willis Building, designed by Norman Foster and one of the youngest listed buildings in Britain.
So when do you reckon this was built then? 1995? 1996? The year 2000? No, 1975. This building comes from the decade that gave you cheesecloth, tie and dye, space hoppers, choppers, the Watney's Party 7, and that hideous tower block. But this looks fabulous.
So you see, not all buildings from the 70s are wretched, monstrous carbuncles. Some are so beautiful that they still look modern 30 years on. Likewise, most 70s supercars are unbearable to live with today. But the Bora is the exception.